this is how I'm adding in the background. You go to this little plus button right here. And when you click it, it's going to give you three options. You could add an empty layer, you can add an image, or you could add text. I'm just going to choose an empty layer because with that empty layer, we can add in the things that we want in there. We can always add in text later. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the names of these so I understand which layer is what. So the way that you do that is you right click. When you right click, you'll see name come up. I'm going to change this to chance. And then for this layer 2, I'm going to rename this one to background. All right. So the first thing about these things is that layers is that you can turn them off by just clicking this little check button. And when you turn them off, you can kind of like see what it looks like without it interfering with the other one. So over here is the paint bucket tool. When I go to the fill tool, I go to this little color pad and I click it, and there's a whole bar of just different colors that I could choose to work from. So for this piece, I'm just going to choose this bright green and press OK. I'm going to go to my background and just click it, and boom, everything turned completely green. Now, the reason why this happened and Chance is gone is because this is a layer, and this layer is on top of the picture of Chance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the picture right here and drag it above this layer. And there you go. You have them just kind of like right on top there. Now, the other thing that you could do with this layer is very easily change colors at any point that you want to. So let's say if I want to do a red background, I could do the same thing and change it to a red background. And the last thing is if I want to do a gradient or just a fade, I could kind of do it like this. Click this button and I grab my line and drag it across and watch what happens. Boom. And the other thing about this is I can kind of make it go in any direction. So if I want it to go up and down, this fade can go up and down. I believe you guys call it ombres, and there's so many different names for it. But you kind of have seen this effect in very many places. The shorter that you make it, the more of one color that you'll see in the other. So if I just do this little one, I'm going to see a lot of black and a little bit of red. But if I want the fade to be gradual, I want it to be nice and long, I'm going to extend out the bar all the way. So that's like one of the other features that you could play with in this PIxlr program. If I wanted to just add my image layer, I can go to image, and then what's going to happen is it's going to pop up to my desktop. I'm going to put in this picture of a city that I had before. And right now, this picture of the city is pretty small. So I'm just going to bring it over here, and I'm going to extend it all the way so it fills everything up. And this is filling up a little bit more. I may have to go off screen a little bit. And then what I could do is just the same thing where I can just bring this picture of Chance above it. And then there we go. Now there's more advanced features that you can get into. I'm just going to show you one of them really quickly. If I go to this and I right click, you can lower the transparency so you can see through. And there's also blend modes where you can blend things on top of each other. So lots of different really interesting effects that you can make, but that's what we were practicing in class. The goal right now is to completely cut out the picture of your artist. And once you're done cutting out the picture of your artist, you're going to add in a new layer and create a background that goes with it. You could do a picture, you can do an actual image, and then if you want to try some blending effects, that's allowed too.